Hello, good people of Bills Nation, and welcome back to Snyderman Broadcasting for the 2022 NFL season. Just a quick reminder that the voting for the new Bills Stadium name is open. You can find the link for that down below in the description of this broadcast. Your Buffalo Bills for Week 1 have drawn the Kansas City Chiefs. So, tough matchup for Week 1. Typical Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, all the big names that you would expect. On the other side of the ball, you got Mateu, Jones, Edwards-Helaire still in the backfield. The only big addition that I could tell is Allen Lazard on the offensive side, giving Mahomes one more person to throw to, so that's great. But let's jump out to Highmark Stadium, the last season in Highmark Stadium, for this matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. And Bills Nation, we welcome you to the final season here at Highmark Stadium, where the 2022 NFL season is about to kick off as your Buffalo Bills welcome Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs here into Orchard Park for Week 1 of their NFL campaign. And there you see Sean McDermott. He's got his guys ready to go. Couple familiar faces returning to the Bills, as there you see Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs warming up. But there should be noted that the Bills made some key acquisitions that should be big for them this offseason, that being Josh Jacobs and JuJu Smith-Schuster on the offensive side of the ball. The Bills are also pretty happy with their rookie class that they're ushering in, including Drew Edwards as well as Drew Seymour on the defensive side of the ball, both getting the start here today. But your Bills are going to get the ball first. Here we go. There you see Josh Allen, really good in terms of throw power and accuracy. Allen had a bit of a down year last year in terms of interceptions. He's hoping to turn that around here as the 2022 season gets underway. Allen is going to drop back, and he's going to find JuJu for a big 18-yard reception here to start week number 1 of the NFL season. So if you're McDermott, you love to see your offense coming out like that. 18 yards on the very first play from scrimmage, moving the chains right away as these Bills look to improve on their fortunes from last season, eliminated by the Jaguars in the divisional round of the playoffs last year. Allen again has these Bills moving. He's going to drop back, and he's going to go deep for Diggs, and that's going to be a big 39-yard touchdown right away. 50th career touchdown for Stephon Diggs. But your Bills are on the board early, only a couple minutes taken off the clock by that drive. That is a big aired-out touchdown. Allen to Diggs. Bills fans have gotten used to seeing that connection here in the last couple of years, and look to see it a lot more here as this season moves forward. But that was a great 39-yard strike. But that will give the ball over to Mahomes and this offense. Not much more needs to be said about that. This offense has been cooking, becoming one of the perennial offenses in the league. So we got Mahomes out of the gun. Handoff to Edwards. Edwards spin move, and he is going to go for a good gain of about 9. Call it 9.5 there, as Mahomes and this offense are moving early, but they are literally moving early there, as that is a false start on the Chiefs on this drive. So costly penalty there for Mahomes as he's out of the gun yet again. He's going to give it again to Helaire, and Helaire is going to push off Milano and get the first. Big, strong stiff arm there from Edwards, as that would be Drew Edwards that goes down. Edwards, but the rookie Drew Edwards, rookie defensive tackle, injured there for the Bills, so you hate to see that. Bills want him to be a key part in what this defense does this year. Mahomes again out of the gun. He's going to air it out, and he was looking for Hill. Pass is going to be deflected, and that will actually bring on the field goal unit as Butker looks to boot it from 63 yards, and he's going to be wide right. So it is still 7-0 Buffalo. 7-0 Bills here early in the first quarter as that Kansas City drive does stall out and leads to a turnover on downs after the missed field goal. And if you are Coach Reed, you hate to see that, especially with what this Bills offense was able to do on their first drive. There you see Allen and Jacobs and company coming out for their second drive of the game. Allen is going to be under center here. He's going to give it to Jacobs. Jacobs, he's going to bulldoze for a few. Let's call it about 4 on that play for Jacobs, as Allen again is going to have this Bills offense on the right side of the 50 into Kansas City territory, and he's going to find JuJu out in the flat. JuJu up the sideline. He is going to get out of bounds, be tackled out of bounds rather, for a good gain. Call it about 15 on that strike there to JuJu. So good play there is going to lead to a good moving for this Bills offense, and that will be Knox for the touchdown. We saw a lot of Knox in the red zone last year. Look for that trend to continue. He is a great weapon to have down there, a big weapon for Allen, as he became one of the favorites for Allen to look for in the red zone. And that is exactly why right there, that 20-yard touchdown strike has Mahomes and the Chiefs down early, 14-0 Buffalo here in the first quarter, as Mahomes is out of the gun, looking to put some points on the board. Handoff to Edwards-Helaire. Helaire is going to be taken down by, that will be Drew Edwards, who's back in the game, so he just had a stinger. He is a highlight in this rookie class. There you see Seymour and Edwards on the defensive side of the ball. Not much more praise can be said about them. Bills looking for big things from both of those young men, as Trufant is going to stop Lazard there on third down, and so that is going to lead to a punt, as another offseason addition, Desmond Trufant, is going to give the ball back to Buffalo, as Allen and company are going to take over from the 21-yard line. Allen making some changes there at the line, but as we talked about, this rookie class, as Allen drops back, he's going to look for it, and he's not going to be able to find. He was looking for another rookie, Levi May, on that deflected pass there. Not able to get him. May, oh, that's going to be a big run by Jacobs. Hold that thought. 4th and inches had Jacobs broken, but that's going to be a holding call. Jacobs was able to get about 15 on that play, only for it to be erased by a hold by Mitch Morris, which is going to turn the ball over to Kansas City. That'll lead to a punt. So Mahomes now back on the field. He's under center. He's got Kelsey there in motion. I'm sorry, that was not Kelsey. That was, I believe, Hill there in motion. But Poyer with the interception there picks off Patrick Mahomes, as he was looking for a big strike to Tyreek Hill, as Jordan Poyer comes up big for the interception for this Bills team. So this first quarter has been everything you could want and more if you are the Buffalo Bills. Up by 2 touchdowns. Allen again making some adjustments at the line. He's going to hand it off to Jacobs here to end the first quarter. Not much doing on the run, although Jacobs does have 30 yards on the day. 30 yards in this first quarter. Only gets about 2 on that play. They'll get one more play off here before the quarter ends, and this is going to be Jacobs again. Jacobs is going to take it outside. He's going to get about 10 on this score, or on this run. Call that 44 yards on the day for Jacobs in the first quarter. Jacobs adding a big punch, moving the chains for this Bills offense. But speaking of big punches, we've been trying to sing their praises all through this first quarter. This rookie class of the Bills, as the Bills go in with a 14-0 lead, are going to be key bright spots for this team. Levi May is another rookie that looks to be getting a lot of time and looks to play a big role in this offense, as Allen is going to drop back to start the second quarter. He's going to air it out. He's going to look for Davis, not able to find him on the first play. But yeah, we got Levi May, Drew Edwards, Drew Seymour, all of these big names on both sides of the ball, big rookie names that look to be key acquisitions for this Bills team, as that was going to go to McKenzie on third down, and Allen's going to miss that. So that miss on third down to McKenzie is going to give the ball back deep in Chiefs territory to the Kansas City Chiefs as they take over at the 7. But Mahomes there is going to get a 13-yard strike out to Tyreek Hill for the first down. So that was a really nice pass there by Mahomes, as it is play action. Another nice pass, this time to Allen Lazard, key acquisition for this Chiefs offense here in the offseason. They did lose Robinson, but they got Lazard in here to replace him, so I wouldn't expect too much hurt on the Kansas City side of the ball with these additions. Mahomes out of gun. He's going to go play action, and he's going to drop back, and he will be sacked. We've been saying his name all day. That would be Andrew Seymour. Drew Seymour, the rookie out of Miami, is going to take down Patrick Mahomes for his first sack in the NFL, and first sack of the season for this Bills defense that was big on rushing the passer last year. Nonetheless, this Kansas City team is driving, and that's going to be another big strike to Lazard. Puts the Kansas City Chiefs within the 5-yard line. So big strike there from Mahomes to Lazard will put the Chiefs in striking distance, well within striking distance. That was a beautiful pass there by Mahomes to his new weapon. As Mahomes, he's going to drop back. Ball at the 2, he's going to drop back. He's going to look like he was looking for Kelsey on that play, but the pass rush was too much. 2nd and goal now. Next play, Mahomes is going to drop back again. This time he will find Kelsey in the end zone, and that will cut this Bills lead down to 7, as it's going to be 7-14. Your Bills are in the lead here midway through the second quarter. Beautiful strike there to Kelsey. We talked about how Knox was a reliable target in the red zone. You can't really get more reliable than Travis Kelsey down inside the 5. Mahomes really loving having that target down there. But there you see Jacobs back on the field. 44 yards for him on the day, as these Bills look to answer right back with a touchdown all their own. Again, Allen making some changes in the line, doesn't like what he sees on defense. He will go into play action as well, and he's going to look for a big strike, this time to JuJu along the sideline, and not able to find JuJu. Nonetheless, the Bills are driving. Ball on the Kansas City 27. Allen's going to drop back again. He's going to look for Diggs, find Diggs, but Diggs is going to come up just short on 3rd and 10. Diggs is going to be about a yard short. This will be a 35-yard field goal from Tyler Bass, putting the Bills back up by 10, 17-7. Buffalo with the 35-yard field goal by Tyler Bass. So the Bills will go into halftime with the score 17-7. You gotta love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball from these Bills. 150 yards passing today, 71 yards on the ground. But if we look around week 1 of the NFL, look around what's happening. If we go down to Miami, it will be a tie ball game as they head into halftime there, as the Dolphins and Chargers are in a shootout. 10-10, with Herbert getting a touchdown as well as Tua getting a touchdown. So they're all tied up in Miami down there in that matchup. Heading on up to Baltimore, it is the Panthers well ahead of the Baltimore Ravens, 28-10 in that one, as Sam Darnold with 2 touchdowns on the day, as well as 2 touchdowns from Christian McCaffrey. So not much more to be said there. If we head on out to New Orleans, it is the Eagles in the lead in front of Ian Book and the New Orleans Saints 17-10 in that ball game just before the half. But now it is time. It is time to get underway in half number 2 in this fantastic matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. The Kansas City Chiefs will take over from about the 22 to start the half. So Chiefs are down. Mahomes is down by 10, but if history has shown us nothing with this offense, 10 points doesn't mean much for this Kansas City offense. As Mahomes is under center to start the half, he is going to drop back, and he is going to be looking for McCole Hardman, not able to find him on first down, but he does have this Kansas City offense moving as they are now on the 24 of the Bills. As Mahomes is going to drop back again, he's going to find Travis Kelce in the flat. Kelce's going to get him out to about the 10, call it the 9-yard line before Trufant is able to bring him down. That'll be Kelce's 6th reception for almost 40 yards on the day, and of course that touchdown earlier that cut this lead that Buffalo has down to 7. It was 14-0 at one point. It's now 17-7 in favor of your Bills, but that could change very, very quickly as Mahomes and company are within the 5-yard line. Mahomes is going to drop back again, and he is going to look for Kelce for a second score. He was looking for Hardman on that score, not able to find him. And that was on 4th and goal that Tre'Davious White was able to make that stop. Bills happy that he's back. He was injured all last season. Huge boost to this defense. Of course, Levi Wallace traded to the Arizona Cardinals in the offseason, so having White back is big. So Allen and company dodge a bullet there, but they are going to take over deep in their own territory as they're going to start on their own 2. Allen is going to hand the ball off rather to Josh Jacobs, and Jacobs is only going to get about 2 on that gain. Ball out to the 4, 3rd and 6 now from the 6. Allen's going to drop back. He's going to screen it to James White, another offseason acquisition, for his reception or for his receiving quality out of the backfield, but that screen is going to fail, and that will lead to a punt by these Bills as McDermott not in love with what he just saw. Pretty decent execution on the screen until Morse there should have gotten the block and did not pick it up. So James White really had nowhere to go as this Kansas City team is going to take over at their own 35 as Mahomes is going to drop back. He is going to find Lazard wide open over the middle. That'll be 191 yards for Mahomes, 94 of those going to Lazard today. So Lazard has had a big day receiving for these Kansas City Chiefs as Lazard has them on the other side of the 50. So you would love it if these Bills could pick up the pace here a little, kind of do some more gut check on defenses. Mahomes airs it out, and White and Poyer run into each other. I believe that was Tre'Davious White and Jordan Poyer that ran into each other that allowed Tyreek Hill to just go in untouched to the end zone. I believe this was White and Poyer. No, that was Micah Hyde. Or no, Teron Johnson, excuse me. Teron Johnson and Jordan Poyer running into each other on that play, and Tyreek Hill just goes in uncontested for the touchdown, cuts this Bills lead down, which at one point was 14. It's now down to 3, 17-14 here late in the third quarter. As Allen is under center as Jacobs gets the handoff, and he is going to go for about 6, call it 2nd and 4 now. Ball at 34 as Allen's going to drop back again. He's going to look for Jacobs on the screen. That one is executed a little bit better as Jacobs is going to dance and shimmy and bulldoze his way to the first as these Bills are now moving. They are on the Kansas City 45. That will be Levi May, who's able to make a couple guys miss, and he is going to get I believe they will say no, he's going to be just short, as that will end the quarter. But there you see the story. At one point, the Bills had a 14-0 lead. That is down to 3 points as it's 17-14 Buffalo heading into the fourth quarter. Levi May getting his first reception there in the NFL just before the end of the quarter, and that will be Gabriel Davis that keeps the ball moving for the Bills. But unfortunately, the drive is going to stall, and that will lead to a 30-yard Bass field goal up and good. Makes it 20-14 Buffalo to really head deeper into this fourth quarter. But if you're the Bills, you got to see something better. You got to see something better on the defensive side of the ball. They've really had no answer, really, for the last quarter and a half for this Kansas City offense, as Mahomes is going to drop back all the time in the world. He is going to find Edwards-Helaire wide open in the flat, and he is going to scamper for a huge 15-yard plus reception there for Edwards-Helaire. One big completion there by Patrick Mahomes, as Mahomes is out of the gun, making some adjustments there, as he's going to drop back again all the time in the world. He's going to air it out. He is going to find Hardman, as Hardman is going to be taken down hard by Hyde, but that is another big completion. So that is 2 big completions for the Chiefs, putting them in the red zone. And this Bills defense has just had nothing in the way of stopping these Chiefs, as that is Edwards-Helaire in for the touchdown, quieting this crowd here really at Highmark Stadium, as it is now a tie ball game, going to make it 21-20 with the extra point. So your Kansas City Chiefs now have the lead here in Buffalo, and the Bills are going to be forced to answer with a touchdown of their own. So there you see Josh Allen's numbers on the day. Not terrible, but he seems to have stalled out here in the second half. He's going to start out of the gun. He's going to drop back, give it to Knox. Knox is going to pick up about 2 on that reception. So 2 is better than going backwards, but you need a bigger gain if you're the Bills. And much like that, as Josh Jacobs gets a huge gouge, that'll put him over 100 yards on the day against the Chiefs. So that will be a big conversion on third down from Josh Jacobs. And not that the Bills didn't love Singletary last year. He did come in 3rd in rushing last year. Singletary, of course, now backing up King Henry out there in Tennessee for the Titans. But Jacobs has, I believe, taken this running attack to a whole other level. Time will tell, as Allen under pressure, he is going to be hit and fumbles the ball. So Josh Allen, after that big gain from Josh Jacobs, he's going to be hit and fumbles on the very next play, giving the ball back to Kansas City, as Kansas City already has the lead, and they are now in great field position to add to it. So in a game that was very manageable for Buffalo, it could now get out of hand in a hurry, as Travis Kelce is found by Mahomes yet again. Mahomes over 300 yards on the day, and he's got his team in scoring position already, as that will be Edwards-Helaire for his 2nd touchdown of the ball game, and that will put the Chiefs up 28-20. So if you are the Bills now, you need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the game. And that's what Allen and company are going to try to do right now, as Allen's going to get out of the pocket. He's going to run for it. He's going to get the first and then some, as Diggs just didn't really have anybody to block, so he just got a first-hand look at that great run by Josh Allen there. Allen does have his team in great position to score, and he was looking for Davis and was unable to find Davis. It is now 4th and goal, so if the Bills don't score here, it's over. And right on the next play, he does find Davis. That's Gabriel Davis in for the touchdown. Davis looks to have an increased role in this offense as Beasley is now catching passes out there in New York. So Davis looks to have a bigger role with the retirement of Emmanuel Sanders and the trade of Cole Beasley. He is going to look to be a great second/third option for the Bills, as Allen is going to rush in for the 2-point conversion, and that will tie it here at the end of the game. So all of a sudden, we have a game here in Orchard Park to open up the final season of Highmark Stadium, as Edwards-Helaire, 80 yards rushing. It's been those 2 touchdowns that have been key for the Chiefs as they look to answer right back, but they got less than 2 minutes. Edwards-Helaire there with a decent run. Call it 6 on that play, as the Chiefs are going to look to keep this ball moving. That'll be Edwards-Helaire out in the flat, and he's going to get away from a defender, and he's going to get a big gain until he's finally pushed out of bounds by Richard Sherman, who has been moved back to safety. He was playing slot corner for these Bills last season. He's now back at safety. Mahomes going to drop back. He is again going to find Lazard, and Lazard, he's going to be hurt. He does pick up the first, but he's going to be hurt on this play. But the bigger story is the Kansas City Chiefs are in scoring position, and Butker's kick is up and good. So the Bills are in a heartbreaker in a game where they were up by 14 in the first quarter. The Bills are going to lose by 3 here in week 1. Not the kind of start you want if you are this Buffalo Bills team. You need more out of your defense. You need more out of this secondary, especially as Mahomes just gouged the secondary for 342 yards passing. The rushing yards weren't all that great either, as over 100 yards rushing for this Kansas City Chiefs team. As your Bills are going to start the 2022 campaign 0-1 against these Chiefs, as if you're Allen and company, you have to be disappointed. We are going to call that a broadcast. However, very quick reminder, there is a poll open. Link for that is in the description of this broadcast. Cast your vote for the name of the new Bills Stadium. We are also still taking possible naming suggestions. You still have time to add any options to the poll that you would wish. So leave those in the comments below. We will be doing that until week 3 of this season. But go cast your vote, and we will see you for week 2 of the 2022 NFL season, where your Bills are going to travel to Chicago and meet the Bears at Windy Soldier Field. In the meantime, be good, Bills Nation, and we will see you next time right here on Snyderman Broadcasting.